Wacheg, Wacheg, Egomina Jamad Stayach, Native Language, LNCAO, and we will be starting Lesson 8, Verbs. Verbs are another word category found in all languages of the world. Verbs refer to all actions, states, experiences, and qualities. Verbs answer the questions, what is happening, or what is the state of things. Verbs in the Ininiimowin language are subclassified according to their transitivity and the gender of their objects and subjects. These concepts are discussed in detail below. So intransitive verbs, one way that verbs are classified in the Ininiimowin language is on the basis of how many distinct noun rules they have associated with them. One class, verbs, has only one rule associated with the verbal idea. For example, bimoteo, he, she walks along, has only one rule, of that of the walker. Verb Nemo, he, she dances, has only one role, that of the dancer. Verbs that have only one role associated with them are called intransitive. Another way of describing intransitive verbs is to say that they have only subjects but no objects. There are two subclasses of intransitive verbs in Ininiimowin based on whether noun filling the single role of the verb is animate or inanimate. The following forms show the difference. So last class we talked about animate and inanimate examples, and here we have another example. And the first one in this chart, animate on the top. So the first one, misigito, misigito. It is on the right hand side of the chart, and there it is written in syllabics. He, she is big, and the inanimate is Michelle. Michelle, again it is written in syllabics, and the meaning is it is big. Animate, apishisho. Apishisho, and here it is written in syllabics, apishisho. He, she is small, and inanimate. He, she is small. So the first one was animate, apishisho, apishisho. It is he, she is small. Apishisho. Inanimate, apisasho. Transitive verbs. So, apisisisyo, apisasyo. Transitive verbs. Other verbs have more than one role associated with them. This example on the chart says tipaha. So on the right hand side column is the syllabic tipaha, written in syllabics. Tipaha, pay him or her. The roles of both payer and payee. And the second one, uchem, kiss him or her. Roles of both giver of kiss and receiver of kiss. The other example, a list of words showing a few of the forms of the verb. So on the left hand side is the syllabics, written in syllabics. Middle column is written in Roman writing. The first one says Nemo. Nemo, he, she dances. The second one, Niniimowin. Niniimowin is I dance. Nimowag is the third one, Nimowag. Nimowag, they dance. Enimian. Enimian is that I dance. Nimo tegwenag. Nimi tegwenag. Perhaps they're dancing. Nimi panag. When they had danced. Equanimic. Do dance or go dance. Here we have another example chart. Verb class, animate intransitive, inanimate intransitive, transitive animate, and transitive inanimate. Second column is the form. So third person singular, present, and tense. Present tense. Third person singular, present tense. Third person sing, acting on third, sing, present tense. Third person singular, acting on third, sing, present tense. So it is written in syllabics in the third column. And the fourth column is written in Roman writing and the meaning, English. So on the top row, Nemo, Nemo. Dance. Kimwan, Kimwan. Rain. Wapamao, Wapamao. Sea. Wapatam. Sea. Prefixes, pronouns, and preverbs. So prefixes, elements which attach to the beginning of the verbs to indicate first, second, or third subject or object, and two nouns to indicate. So the first example, ni, ki, and o. Ni is first person, ki is second person, and o is third person. These are the most common prefixes. The third person prefix is used only with nouns, never with verbs. Pronouns are elements which attach to the front of the nouns and describe them or pick them out in some way. For example, no se mosoa, napel mosoa, kistajiman. So here you see in the syllabic writing, no se means female, no se mosoa means female most. Here again, syllabic writing, napel means male, napel mosoa, male most. Gistje means big. Here you could see it in syllabic writing. Gistajiman, big boat. Preverbs. Ke, past tense. Ka or da, will, future preverb. And biste, biste, toward speaker, among many others. Grammar. Listen carefully as we study the person, second person, and third person. The students will need to know how to express these ideas. So here, if you look at the chart, it says Nina, Kina, Weena. If you look under Nina, it says I or me, and that is the first person. Kina is you, second person. Weena is she or he or him or her, third person. Look in the example in the charts. Nikasinagan. Nikasinagan. Kikasinagan. Kasinagil. Second one, Niponigan. Niponigan. Kiponigan. Ponigil. Ninagamon. Kinagamon. Nakamo. So here, these examples we did is the first one, Nagasinagan, I am cleaning. Number 2, Kigasinagan, you are cleaning. And number 3, Kasinagil. Again, number 1, Niponigan, I am making a fire. Number 2, Kiponigan, you are making a fire. Number 3, Ponigil, he or she is making a fire. Again, number 1, Ninagamon, I am singing. Number 2, Kinagamon, you are singing. Number 3, Nagamo, he, she is singing. So here, key question 18, it says write the words in Roman writing. First one, giwan, kikiwan, kiwil. So verbs, write the verbs to first person, second person, and third person, complete in Roman writing. The first one is I am singing. Ninagamun. The second one, you are singing. Kidnagamun. And the third one, nakamo, he, she is singing. The next one, ninipan. Ninipan, I am sleeping. Second one, you are sleeping. Kinipan. Kinipan. Nepal is the third one. Nepal, he, she is sleeping. And the next one, I am angry. Giswasan. Giswasan. The second one, you are angry. Gigiswasan. Giswaso is the third one. He, she is angry. The next one, I am sick. Dakusin. Dakusin. Nitakusin. Kitakusin. Akuso. Next one, I am eating. Nimitsun. Nimitsun. Kimitsun, you are eating. Michiso. Next one, Niniimin. Niniimin. I am dancing. Kiniimin, you are dancing. Kiniimin. Nemo, he, she is dancing. The next one, I am full. Gispun. Gispun. Kikispun, you are full. Kikispun. Kispo, he, she is full. The next one, Nemetuan. Nemetuan, I am playing. Kimetuan, you are playing. Metawel, he, she is playing. The Tuscan. The Tuscan, I am working. Kita Tuscan, you are working. At Tuskeo, he, she is working. Bonigan. Bonigan, I am making a fire. Kiponigan, you are making a fire. And Bonigil, he, she is making a fire. Particles. The class of particles includes all of the items that do not belong to any of the other class. So here's an example. Particles include single words that indicate a place. For instance, here, inside, bitagamik, recently, anochike, twice, nishwa, again, bitagamik, bitagamik, inside, anochike, recently, nishwa, twice. And here you could see the writing in syllabics, Roman writing, and on the right side is the meaning. And here we have again, there's 4 categories in the dictionary. The part 1 is syllabic writing. Part 2 is the Roman spelling. Part 3 is parts of speech and the meaning. So here, if you look at the dictionary, here you could see the words, the English words. If we look at the word on top here, dance, Nemo, Machi, Machisimo, start dancing away. You could see where it says VAI. That is the abbreviation that we talked about. And this page here is the D, and here we have E and F. If we look under E and we look under eat, michiso, eat. So it's written in syllabics, Roman writing, and you could see the parts of speech. And the meaning. So if we look at letter F, words, for instance, here F where it says fall, so you have VAI, VII for fall into water, kapastesimo, kapastoe pano, and you have all different ones. 1, 2, 5 meanings of different for fall. Or pakitin, fall over. And here is the abbreviations. So if you look at this first one, pronoun focal, and it is also in syllabics. So if you look under VAI, verb, animate, intransitive, VII, verb, inanimate, intransitive, VTA, verb, transitive, animate. So that is the abbreviations. For this unit, we will go over the key questions, starting with key question 13. Come up with your own types of nouns and write the words in Roman. Here you have proper nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, compound nouns, possessive nouns, and we went over this in the beginning of types of nouns. And key question 14 is on page 12. So you put the following words in the proper columns, animate or inanimate, and you complete the words in syllabics. So that's key question 14. And there the words are askich, jaget, bimanagan, wabask, astutin, wachakos, pikwanagamic, emakwan, paskisigan, and mahikan. Key question 15. And that is on page 17. The following nouns are written in Roman writing. They are in singular and plural form. Place the words in the proper space to match the English words and complete in syllabics. So here's a chart with words and they are in random order. The first one is suminus, Ininiimowin, maskisina, waposhek, chikahigan, utaban, akuf, maskisin, astudina, maskisin, astudin, chigahigana, suminisek, utabanak, wapos, asigan, tipajamona, asiganak, and akufa. So here the examples done for you. The first one, it says dog and dogs, so singular and plural. Attim, attimwag. And here's the chart. On the left side is the English words in plural, singular and plural words. So you write it in Roman writing and syllabic writing. And that is key question 15. Key question 16 is on page 20. So the pictures are shown in singular. Write the following in Roman writing. So if you look at the first picture, what is that lady doing? So the arrow is pointing down, so she is about to sit down. Appo. The second picture with the girl holding the microphone. Nakamo. Nakamo. So what you do here is look at the rest of the pictures. The last one is Kiwell. Kiwell. Going home. Key question number 17. Write the imperative words in syllabic spelling. So the first one says, come here. Come here. Ask them. Sit down. Ape. Sing. Nakamo. Get up. Basego. Kiwe. Go home. Kweshimo. Go to sleep. Bunige. Make a fire. Bistigwe. Come in. Nipo. Stand up. Awas. Go away. Key question number 18. Key question 18 is on page 34. Write the words in Roman writing. So you are going to be writing the words in first person, second person, and third person. So write the verbs into each category. The first one is I am singing. Ninagamon. Kinagamon, you are singing. And nagamo, she is singing. And these are all the key questions. So we said that a noun is a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. For example, person, family, teacher, characters, kids, players, an animal, a dog, cat, wolf, a fox. And a place is at the bank, beach, forest, school, and store. A thing is air, computer, mile, plants, and sleep. Ideas, culture, peace, love, sympathy, and intelligence. Types of nouns, we said For proper nouns is specific names of people, places. For example, Elias, Thunder Bay, Pepsi, and concrete nouns for things you can touch, see, or hear and smell. For collective nouns, groups, nouns for groups or collections of people, animals, or things. For example, a team, family, flock. Compound nouns are nouns formed by combining two or more words. For example, cupcake, football, and raincoat. Abstract nouns for things you cannot see or touch. For example, love, happiness, knowledge. And common nouns, general names for people, animal, places, or things. For example, a dog, a city, book, and park. Two words of Ininiimowin language are grouped into different classes or parts of speech. The main classes are nouns, verbs, pronouns, and particles. Nouns are a basic part of speech found in all languages in the world. Nouns typically refer to persons, places, spirits, animals, plants, and physical objects in the world. Here we have an example. Again, nouns, mos, moswa, mos, and nabil. Object, nabil, man, and mosa. Gender, animate and inanimate. The categories are subject and object are not nearly as obvious in the Ininiimowin language as they are in English. But it is clear that in this sentence there are two nouns in some kind of relationship with a verb. So nouns into classes are called gender. One gender is called animate and the other one inanimate. Animate is all living things, and some things we don't consider as living. Animate, inanimate, non-living things. Some animate words are atim, dog, askich, pale, asigan, sock, nabil, man, watakos, star, nabesis, boy, emkwan, spoon, mistos, cow, and utaban, vehicle. And some inanimate words are astutin, hat, tigahigan, axe, baskasigan, gun, and wias, meat, apasquesamon, pillow, jacket, coat, akuf, blanket. So another example, animate and inanimate. Animate we said for living, inanimate non-living things. So when we say bring it, Peso when it's animate. Beta when it's inanimate. Some examples. Peso banaskik, animate. Beta wias, bring the meat, inanimate. Peso atim, bring the dog, is animate. Beta chigahigan, beta chigahigan is inanimate. Peso utaban, bring the vehicle, bring the car, is animate. Beta maskasin is bring the shoe. Peso amakwan, peso amakwan, bring the spoon, animate. Beta agof, beta agof, inanimate, and that is bring the blanket. Here is another example chart. So the first column, animacy. Second is plural, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, transitive verbs, and color forms. So the first one says animate singular, atim, dog, atim, dog. So plural, atimag, is dogs. Demonstrative pronouns singular, awa atim, this dog. Plural, oko atimag, these dogs. Danawe atim, where is the dog? That's singular. Plural, danawege atimag, where are the dogs? Transitive verbs, singular, nawapamau atim, I see a dog, or I see the dog. Plural, nawapamawag atimag, I see the dogs. In color form, wapikiso atim, the dog is white. Wapikiswag atimag, the dogs are white. And another example, astutin, astutin, hat. Astutina, hats. Oma astutin, this hat. Oho astutina, these hats. Tande astutin, where is the hat? Tande astutina, where are the hats? Newapaten astutin, I see a hat, I see the hat. Newabastena astutina, I see the hats. Or I see hats. Wapau astutin, the hat is white. Wapawa astutina, the hats are white. Animate animate nouns have plural which end with ak, ak, as in nabewak, which means men, while inanimate nouns have plurals which end with a, as in jimana, boats. Both the animacy of a noun is not always predictable, but the dictionary lists nouns with the following codes in order to show whether they are animate or inanimate. And prefixes, suffixes. Ininiimowin words can have a variety of elements called prefixes and suffixes attached to them to signal different meanings. For example, Nijiman. Ni is added in front of the word, in front of the basic word. Jiman is the basic word which means boat. Nijiman added in front of the word is my boat. So that is the prefix my. And if you add a suffix jimana, boats, is the added word, more than one, so it's plural. So a word can have both prefix and suffix in the word. For an example here, if you look at the chart, Nijimananana, our boats. So ni is added in front of the word, inan meaning we, and more than one, plural. So Nijimanana. Ni Jiman is the basic word. Inan, which means we, more than one. So Nijimanana. Again, here are some examples of a basic word. The basic word here is she sheep, which means duck. So she sheepak, she sheepa, other ducks. Nishi sheepim, my duck. Ushi sheepima, his or her duck. So the prefixes here is ne and o, and the added words at the end, ak, ak, and im, imma. So shishipak, shishipa, nishishipim, ushishipima. So those are added in front and at the end of the word, of the basic word. And that is all for today. Wotje, and see you next class. Miigwech.